Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sunday Smoothie. This is your host Martin Rooney and I know what you're saying. It's been a long time. You're going to say, where you been, Martin Rooney? I mean, the Sunday Smoothie used to do it every week. He used to show us a really cool recipe. It was a lot of fun. We learned something. Where you been? And you know what would be easy for me to say? It would be easy for me to say the most dangerous word in the English language. Do you know what the most dangerous word I believe is in the English language? And if you've heard me say it before, you already know, but that word is busy. So you might say, where you been, Martin Rooney? We haven't seen you in a long time. I've been busy. I'm just so busy. I'm so busy. And why is busy the most dangerous word in the English language? Because listen to this. Here's what happens. People say, I can't work out. I'm too busy. I can't get my work done. I'm too busy. I can't spend any time with my kids. I'm too busy. I can't eat right because I'm too busy. I love that one, which means you're not busy enough to put the wrong food in the hole under your nose, but you're too busy to get the right food and do it. So today, I have a solution about that, and today on Sunday Smoothie, we're going to talk about time. It's all about time. Now, why do I got some extra time today? It's daylight savings. I just got an extra hour, so I wanted to be productive with it and share something with you. So I appreciate you. I am so glad you are here spending your time with me, and I'm going to make sure it's worth it. You're going to learn something, and I hope I inspire you for a better use of your time, especially when it comes to nutrition. Now, what have I been doing with my time? Well, it's interesting. My kids have just had some birthdays, which is reminding me that time is going by so fast. But for the last couple of years, maybe since you've seen a Sunday Smoothie, I've tried to make everything better. Now, I received a ton of pressure. If you're not familiar with Training for Warriors, we're all over the world. We've got thousands and thousands of people every day using the program. And from my network, they kept saying, Martin, we need a nutrition solution. Martin, we want to have something we can believe in and trust instead of wasting our people's time, sending them to the store to go buy stuff that they don't know. They buy the wrong things. It's not the right stuff, and they don't get the results that we want. So a year and a half ago, I started a really long journey. And I won't bore you with the details, but I've had experience with a number of supplement companies before, so I understood how it worked, but I wanted to do something at the highest level, the level that you can expect from me, and I had no idea how much time it was going to take. So today, I'm going to give you the short version. Today, I'm going to be showing you the Training for Warriors Warrior Builder Protein, the Training for Warriors Warrior 20 Greens, and today I'm going to be making a smoothie with it that is so off the charts, you have to try it. But back to the time. It's been almost 2 years in development. So we started first meeting with manufacturers. Then I started meeting with PhDs and nutritionists. Then we started going around the country trying to find a manufacturer that would be NSF certified. If you don't know what that means, you got to look it up. And you should really understand, guys, what you're putting into your body when you go and get supplements too. And hey, I'm not going to be the person here to educate you on that, but I do want you to make sure that you really pay attention to what you're doing, because I think today people are just cracking drinks and throwing stuff down with no idea either where it came from, what's in it, or what it can do to your body. And why? Because they don't got enough time. So I'm going to make sure that you understand everything that we're going to do today has been done right. Now, that being said, over that 2-year span, then we found a manufacturer. I got the PhDs and RDs to be able to say what were the best ingredients and how can we do it in the clinical amounts that we needed. And then once we had that all built and the recipes built, then we had to go through months and months of tasting, because here's the other part. I got 4 kids. My kids, when I try to give them a protein drink, because we're in a rush, right? I'm sure you have this. You're in a rush in the morning. You can't get to where you got to get to. And you know what was happening? My kids are leaving the house eating a waffle, just some waffle because it says organic on the box. And you know what? I was culprit of it. And I started to say there has to be a better nutrition, but we don't have time. And that's when I said, man, I'm going to put something together that even the kids will enjoy it, they will like it, and it's all about the taste. So it took us months and months of taste testing. Then 6 months ago, we launched in our network. Now thousands of people have enjoyed it. And finally, after all of that, now I'm ready to talk about it with you. And hey, if you have questions or anything like that, you can put them in there, because I want to show the meal. I want to, and notice that too, it's a meal, but I also want to give you the philosophy here too. See, the word on here is it's supplement. Supplement means in addition to. So I want everybody to understand my philosophy when it comes to supplements. The first thing is you got to make sure you're eating correctly. So you got to be eating as good as you can be eating. And then if you need more added protein in your diet because you're training or you're not getting enough, you supplement that. Hey, if you're not getting enough greens or your kids are not getting enough greens, then you supplement with that. It's not an in addition to, it's a supplement of what you are missing. So remember, hey, the Martin Rooney philosophy, you got to eat great first. You should be having your broccoli, eating all your stuff. But hey, for myself, when I'm training really hard or I am in a big rush, I'm leaving for another plane, a smoothie can always be a great meal alternative and make sure that you're getting better nutrients than hammering down a granola bar or a waffle, or worst case, nothing, like I see a lot of people do. So I hope that makes sense. And now I want to show you something that was put together, not by me, but our network. So our great network then started making all these different recipes, and they came up with a mint chocolate chip smoothie that is so off the charts. I gotta show it to you now. And hey, what you will need for this recipe, I'll go through it. You're gonna need some mint leaves. We've got some organic mint leaves. So you're gonna need 8 mint leaves, which I've already got those pre-cut. You're gonna need some 100% unsweetened cacao nibs, if I'm saying that correctly, cacao nibs, which taste really great by themselves. It has superfood written all over the bag, but it also adds that chocolatey taste. We've got some almond butter, and again, you could supplement with that if you've got an allergy in the house or something, but just make sure. And hey, I always throw, and this is an additive to mine, just a little tidbit on smoothies. Spinach is something you can always add to any of your smoothies. It doesn't add any flavor or taste, and it's a great way to get a bunch of spinach in on your kids without them knowing about it. Then you're gonna need a protein powder. Now this is the Training for Warriors chocolate chip ice cream protein, 25 grams of protein per serving. And guys, that's what's in there. It tastes amazing. The mixability is incredible. All of this stuff, when you have to figure it out, is tough. And then the Warrior 20 greens. So you have to pick a greens. And here's what I'm gonna be honest about greens right now. I have been drinking greens for years, just like I've been drinking protein shakes for years. And you know what? It would usually be clumpy, it wouldn't taste so good, and when I would add the greens to it, it would be awful, and I would actually have to choke it down. And I know if you know what I'm talking about or you do this, you're saying the same thing. Well, you know what? Kids don't like choking stuff down. Most adults don't like choking stuff down, and then it becomes something in your closet that just eventually gets thrown away and you don't stick with it. So my mission was not only to create NSF, banned substance-free, certified for sport supplements, but also it was gonna have the right ingredients in the right amounts, and it had to mix and taste incredible. And after 2 years, we finally cracked the code, which I'll tell you this, guys, in the link that's provided in there, if nothing else, you gotta try the greens. You have to try the greens because it'll be a stepping stone. You'll be trying the greens. You're drinking your healthy greens in the morning or in the evening, and you'll say, man, I'm having the greens. Maybe I'll try something else. Now I'll eat some more broccoli. I'll eat something else. And this will be your anchor to start doing more, which is happening throughout our network. And it's a big part of where we're getting incredible results. Now, in the greens, you might say, what's in it? We got matcha tea, we got green tea, we got blueberry, we got camu camu, tart cherry, black pepper, we got turmeric, spirulina, barley grass, broccoli, of course. Spinach is in there too, but I'm gonna add some more, pineapple, raspberry, and much more. And I'll tell you what, how I used to drink my greens was I would take these greens, I've tried every kind, and then every time I'd be like, I can't stomach this with just water. Then I would be adding lemonade, which would be adding a bunch of sugar, but at least finally I would be able to get it down. And so that was what gave me the idea, is I wanted to make a lemonade greens. And this greens, guys, if you like lemonade and you want to have some greens in your body, this is the ultimate way to do it. So, that being said, and hopefully I'm getting you guys excited, because I'm so excited, because it's been 2 years and I haven't told anybody about it yet, and everybody's been using this for like so many months, and I want the world to try it out. Now, for the first time on the Sunday Smoothie, we're going to be making a Training for Warriors based mint chocolate chip smoothie. Now you start off, and another little lesson that my wife is always on me about, who is the camera person behind the show right now, is you always put in the soft stuff first. Are we correct there?
The liquid.
You know, so always put in the liquid first. Sometimes I will throw in the almond butter first, the other stuff, and then I spend then I spend my time cleaning out my blender. Now, speaking of blenders, I am not sponsored by Vitamix or anything like that. Vitamix, if you'd like to call, that'd be great. But man, Vitamix is really the most powerful. It cleans so easy. When you do see it in person and then you've used it, and we've had this one for years, and it always works. We've got my youngest daughter right there watching the show and doing commenting. So you know you're being she's being a little silly right now. And we have a 14-year-old birthday party downstairs too, which shows time goes by fast. But holy cow! So 20 ounces of almond milk, and hey, again, you want to use regular milk. We can't use it in our house. We have a dairy allergy in our house with one of our daughters, so we can't do that. But you could. But hey, it's up to you how you want to adapt this. But this is the way that we put it together. Now I'm going to use a very healthy portion scoop of the Training for Warriors Warrior Builder Protein right there. 1 scoop. Chocolate ice cream flavor. The mixability incredible. Then what has really become my favorite, and it's my go-to every day, is the greens. As you know, I have tried to push broccoli around the world. I'm going to go a big scoop of that too, so 1 scoop of the greens as well. But I'm always trying to push it out there, and here's another way to get some health to your children, which I think is important. Now, what I'm going to go next here, actually, I might even go the almond butter next. You know, I don't know if my wife's going to cringe with that. But 1 tablespoon. Now, here's another thing about smoothies is, man, you got to watch the calories too. One easy way to go way too much calories, which is on a past episode if you ever want to watch it, is we started adding up how many calories we're having with a smoothie. Remember, the smoothie is a meal replacement. The smoothie is an opportunity to get good nutrition, but the smoothie is not. You got to watch out that the smoothie doesn't become a weight gaining event for you if that's not what you want. So it's 1 tablespoon, which now I'm going to be making a mess here. But it's 1 tablespoon. Where I will say, and I'm sure you've been there too, and you're going to agree with this, where I've been culprit, I throw in 1, then I throw in another one because I like it, and all of a sudden I got a 2,000 calorie smoothie going, which becomes kind of like all I should be eating in the whole day, and that is definitely too much. So we've got the almond milk, 20 ounces. We've got the big generous scoop of the protein. We've got the almond butter. We've got the greens. Now, where am I going to go? We're going to go the
spinach.
What? I didn't do it yet. Spinach is right.
I know I would do that first because it's softer.
Now I'm getting the spinach because it's softer. We'll put in the spinach. So I just put in a heaping portion of spinach, and it's because I love the spinach in there to do it. I've got my cacao unsweetened nibs, and then the thing that really makes it, guys, and it's interesting because I didn't even know enough about it, is just going and getting some mint leaves at your grocery store, and you can do it. So there's 8 mint leaves in there that really hits it with some flavor too. So right there, everything is in there. It's really quick. That's the part too, that it's fast. Like if you saw, this didn't take me any time to set up. I can have this stuff with me. Now you can just go a protein and a greens together and just hit that, and that'll take you no time. But if you do want to have a little prep and you're interested in your food and adding a little bit more that makes it better, you do this. But this is really quick and easy to do. So from there, push that down a little bit. Now we'll let the magic happen. Which it's going to give us a little mint green color right there with the greens too. And this one you don't have to mix up for too long, which we're on smoothie mode here. All right, and that one you don't have to mix up long because you don't have a lot of really hard ingredients like some of the past episodes that I've done. But right there, you've got all your stuff done. I can hear that just got all the other kids moving right there. And then with your smoothie mug or whatever you like to drink your smoothie out of, then...
Oh, wow, he's sharing.
Yeah, well,
so nice.
Hey, you know, that was like I was as if I was sharing with all the people.
So
you know,
nice.
You, the listener, watching right there. But right there,
Oh, so this is not for me?
Yeah, so did you leave that? That's a prop? No. Man, hang on a second. We have a question from the student audience. What is it?
What about the other one that's like the green one, but it's
Well, that's a good question. So she's saying, so what about the other one? Hey, we also have a pre-workout. Now, I know pre-workout isn't for everybody, but I know pre-workout is for a lot of people. Again, PhD designed, RD designed, and hey, if you want to check that out, all of that information is at the link. But that's a great question because I wasn't even going to be talking about that today. But if you want to check out any of the Training for Warrior supplements, you can. And I'll tell you what, like that mint right there, you get a lot of hit of mint.
Abby D in Kuwait is saying you could try camel milk next time.
So I was just in Kuwait. A great way to spend your time, and they have camel milk in Kuwait. They said it does a number of things for you. We didn't get to try it, so that means I'll have to go back again for another trip. But right there, and maybe to conclude, man, this is really good. Like this is really, really good. You got to try something like this out. I'm telling you, you just add a little bit of mint. You add a little bit of mint and a little bit of those cacao nibs, and all of a sudden you got some incredible stuff on your hands. But I will say this, the flavor of both the greens and the protein together, it's like a flavor that I have not experienced before that I'm hoping some people will try out. But I'm going to try to make some time. When the 7-year-old wants some, that's when you know it tastes good. But hey, so ultimately, today I was talking about time, and I'm glad you spent your time with me. I hope I didn't take up too much of it. I hope that you learned something, that you're going to at least take a better interest in your health or something like that. And ultimately, guys, whatever you do, hey, make sure that you're putting the right stuff in your body. Make sure that you're putting the right stuff in your kids' bodies, and that you know that time is your most important commodity. So ultimately, hey, don't say you can't eat right because you don't have time. You better make time, or eventually you're going to run out of it faster. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm looking forward to your comments. I'll answer you in there. And for the first time ever, sharing the Training for Warriors supplement line, which you can check out at the link, the Warrior 20 Builder, or the Warrior Builder Protein, the Warrior 20 greens, and the Into the Roar pre-workout. So this is Martin Rooney, your host of the Sunday Smoothie. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you have a healthier rest of your weekend, and I look forward to bringing you more when I get some time on my hands. But ultimately, hey, make the best use of yours.